we have a celebrity with us, Tyler.
Oh.
And his name is Calum O'Rourke.
That's me?
Yes.
Little celebrity.
Come on.
Little celebrity kings. Come on. He's a
fan
professional
edits and
actor.
that. Come on.
Yo, just see that, yeah? Levi, did I tell you about this?
No idea.
Man
I'm
got-
guessing someone made a fan out of it. I think
Yeah.
I
Man
heard
got a
this, though.
fan. Man got a fan edit.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was
Sick.
me.
I looked in
Big up.
Instagram, got tagged in something by a fan page. I was like, I don't know what this is. All of a sudden, this music, just a bunch of pictures of my face going boom, I'm like, someone made a fan edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
Why is
Very
that,
cool.
Cal? Do you want to explain?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Ophelia, mate. That's
There you
why.
go.
Something
No,
I did when I was
yeah.
literally like, what, 15 years old, and it's still getting a
out
fan
there.
edits.
Man, I don't remember you flying out. It's so crazy.
Do you know
I
what?
don't remember that
I
period
went-
of time either, I'll be honest.
I went back.
No,
I was
we
back and
find
forth for a
It's crazy.
while. I'd be like flown out for 2 weeks, back for a week, flown out
Yeah.
for another 3 weeks, back for a week. Because I was doing GCSEs at the same time. It was during that
Yeah.
period.
Remember that?
So I was
That's
having to
crazy.
study for GCSEs
Props
while
to you for
flying
that
backwards
shit,
and
by the way.
forwards.
Hey, big up.
That's
Fucking hell.
amazing.
And I still passed. Man still
Yeah.
passed.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah. I was literally during like, it was only like a little bit of time before the actual GCSE exams. It was in between my mocks and the exams, I think. Or like before the mocks or something. I just flying backwards and forwards from Prague, Czech Republic.
Yeah. Well, that's mad, man.
So yeah.
Crazy. But yeah,
Very
really a
sick.
massive, I don't know, a massive thing for Cal.
Huge,
got a fan
man.
of the other day, living life.
I did.
It's
Man's
crazy.
out
How's
here.
life?
It really is you can still watch it now. You can
It's
still
on,
watch
it's on
it.
Netflix.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah.
Netflix. Yeah.
You can watch Little Cow if you want. On
Little Cow,
Netflix.
come on.
Maybe
It's
with
just sick.
wavy hair.
Literally,
Yeah.
it is so sick. Wearing in like mostly wear like, I don't know, run down clothing,
Well, yeah. So I was
Yeah.
I was running around a castle in a potato sack pretty much because like it was like my
Literally.
family was poor, so
Literally.
like
Yeah.
it's all Shakespearean. So if you're into
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, even if you're not into it, watch it. It's sick. Like,
Even if you just watch the podcast and you know Cow, you want to see Little Cow. There you go.
but
See
the whole
Neutron
movie itself
gaming.
is actually really really sick. Yeah, man, like Neutron. But
remember
yeah,
renting
the
it
actual
when it
movie
came
itself
out.
is very sick.
On Amazon
You
Prime.
rented the movie.
I had to rent it, yeah, because it wasn't on Netflix at the time. So
I think it came out on Blu-ray. I never got it, but I think it came out on Blu-ray as well, DVD.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is Blu-ray? To this day, I don't
it's a DVD.
like.
I
What
it's,
is
it's,
it?
a different
fast-
form
Is
of
it
DVD.
more than HD? Is it better quality?
It's just like a
It could be,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just faster, better quality DVD.
Is
I
it better
think.
than 4K?
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
4K 's
I think
on
it's
What's
two
the
different
point, man?
things.
Blu-rays. What do you mean? What's the
What's the
point?
point, man?
4K.
Blu-ray and 4Ray aren't the same
Blu-ray.
things. They're
Blu-ray
different.
and 4Ray.
4K.
Love that. You guys. Oh, Lord, how is this?
That's gone. Fucking hell. I don't know.
Right,
I don't
anyway.
know. Whatever. Hey,
Anyway,
We had a
Blue
plan
K
for
and
this
4Ray.
section, but
we did.
now we're trying to talk
Um,
Blue K and 4Ray.
So, Cal, mate, I know. Obviously, when you, I don't know, when you're trying to act in anything, you have an agent.
I do. Big ups.
I'm gonna guess you had to cast for this. Like, you had to, like, maybe
Auditions.
Yeah.
self-tape or audition, for this.
Yeah,
role. How was that?
the audition.
How was all of that?
Interesting. So, it started off. I get auditions sent through all the time. I filmed one today, a self-tape. I probably shouldn't say that. But I can say it. I'm not saying what it's for. Yeah. It's fine. I filmed a self-tape. I'm always doing self-tapes. Have been since I was like 14, probably 13. Maybe a little bit older. 14. Yeah, 14. I've done hundreds of auditions, hundreds of self-tapes. But this one, Ophelia was a self-tape to begin with. So I just stood behind a blank wall. My mum was reading the other lines behind the camera, as she always does. And big up Mumsy, always helps. And I was in front of the camera doing it. Did the self-tape, put it all together, did some lines, sent it off to the casting director, waited a little bit of time, and then there was like, cool, you're into the callbacks. You've got a callback. So I had to go up to London then and do like an in-person audition, which is always weird to do in-person auditions because it's always fun going up to London, but then you walk into this casting room, sign your name, sit down and wait, and you're just sitting in a room full of guys that look exactly like you. It's just weird because obviously they're looking for a certain person. So like you sit down with like a bunch of like, it's like Rick and Morty, when they go to like what's the place called? The big place where all the Rick and Mortys go. It's like that. You just walk in
relate.
this place and see a bunch of different versions of yourself. It's quite funny. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was sitting there waiting. The place I went to was weird. It was like this like massive, like huge building. Not too far away from where you lived, Tyler, actually. And it was like this huge building. And like, I walked inside and it's like a giant circular building. It just goes up all the way and you can look up all the way. And like around it are just offices going all the way up. It's like you're in this middle bit and you're looking up and you can just see all offices. It's weird. But yeah, I was just sitting in this massive room waiting. And it was funny. What I think helped me, I had to go with a chaperone because I was under 18. So you have to go do stuff with chaperones. So my mum went with me. What I think helped me a lot get the job is I was there. Everyone, all these kids were sitting with their mums. All their mums were just freaking out, going over lines, saying, "You're doing this wrong, you're doing that." I'm freaking out before they go into the audition. I knew my lines. So me and my mum were literally just sitting there having a laugh, chatting. I was proper chill, and I think all the other guys were a bit nervous. So I think that helped. I went in, did my audition. Mia Quinney, who played my little sister, she was already cast for the film. So she'd already been cast. So she was there and she was doing the scene with me. And really nice. Obviously, all the people were really nice. Met them, did the audition, did all the scenes. I remembered my lines fine. And like, I said all my lines fine, did everything all right. Was really polite, happy, and that. Walked out, got in the cab with my mum, and she was like, "So how do you think it went?" And I was like, "Honestly, mum, flopped it big time." I was like, "I ain't getting this." I was like, "Trust me, I wish I could go back in and do it again." Like, I just didn't feel comfortable with how I did it. I thought I was really like stiff and like, I must have not been, obviously, but from what I felt, I was like, "Yeah, I flopped that. I don't think I've got that one." And she was like, "Oh well, at least you tried." And then we sort of just, she was like, "I'll get you a Burger King." I was like, "Thanks, mum." So I got the train home and pretty much just forgot about it. Carried on with school. Just sort of, it slipped out my mind until I was at home, sitting in my room, back in my old house, sitting in my room, heard my mum upstairs scream. And I was like, "What the hell?" Freak out. She ran downstairs. She went, "Guess what?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, you got it? You secured it. So we all just freaked out. It was crazy. Yeah, nuts. It was literally one of the least confident I've been in getting a part, which is weird because it's the only one I've gotten, which is a bit sad. Maybe I should just do things that don't make me feel like I've done well.
Literally.
Fair.
Maybe that's the
walk
secret.
out being like, "Yeah, I ain't got this still."
I did.
That's literally how it was. I sat in the taxi. I was like upset with myself because I really wanted it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I really don't think I've got this. It's like such a shame. But yeah, I got it. And then yeah, Movie Star Cal. Movie Star Planet for me.
Movie Star Planet.
That's out here.
I'm like one day where Cal drags me onto this game. It's like, time to play
Let's take that story real quick. Alright, let's take that story. Let's reverse the roles and let's start again. Tyler at like 1 a.m. was like, "Oh, Calum, I really want to play Movie Star Planet. I haven't played it in such a long time." So this man got me on Movie Star Planet and became my boyfriend on Movie Star Planet.
Crazy.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
This guy's a kid, bro. I swear to God, this guy's a kid.
Jeez.
But yeah, anyway, that's how the casting process went. What else do you want to know? Come on.
Well, you mentioned this earlier. About
like
Mia,
it's an interview
since she
now.
was already casted.
Yeah.
At the time, how was it just meeting all your other co-stars and that? Because I know you played like a younger version of the character Tom Felton plays. Yeah.
Yeah, young ladies. Meeting everyone was sick. Everyone was genuinely just lovely people. So what it was like the whole thing it was pretty much like a free holiday. It was lovely. So they paid for flights, paid for the hotel, gave us spending money to go around during the day. Yeah, she had to go because I was under 18. I needed a chaperone, so my mum went out. Most of the time, my mum went with me. A couple of times, my dad went because he wanted to go out there and experience it as well. There was at one point, all 4 of us were out there because they just wanted to come out and see everything. Like, my sister came out as well. Obviously, they couldn't go into, like, my sister couldn't come to the actual set and stuff like that, but they just treated it as a holiday. But yeah, it was pretty much like a free holiday. Everything was paid for. They gave us spending money during the day, and obviously I was paid for the film as well, so it was sick. But they put us all in the same hotel. Like everyone, it's not even like we were in this certain hotel and all the big stars were in another one. Like everyone was just in like all next door to each other. Like you'd go down to breakfast and like Tom Felton would just be sitting there, just like chilling, be like, "Oh, you alright, guys?" And, like pull up a chair,
Come on.
played his guitar. He'd literally be sitting at the breakfast table in a hotel, just playing his guitar. Sick guy.
That's a
Very
vibe.
sick
That's a
guy.
vibe.
Yeah. Tom was probably the one I was most excited to see, just because obviously playing the same character and like.
I would say
playing
he's the.
mouthful, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's not the biggest.
I think they're all pretty big. Like Naomi Watts obviously is huge.
Yeah.
Clive
But
Owen.
would you say she's
massive,
bigger
innit?
than him?
I don't know. Maybe. But Harry Potter's massive, like huge.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. Yeah. But obviously Clive Owen, massive. Naomi Watts, massive. Like they're all amazing people. George McKay is also a lovely person. Devon, brilliant. Yeah, everyone was just genuine. Like, I know everyone says this when they meet someone, but like, actually getting to like sit down with them, spend a good few weeks, possibly even months, a month or two with them.
No, me.
Just chill with them.
So-
No, just chill with them and like every day, like watch them do their scenes, chat, go for like have breakfast together, like eat together, go out and stuff like that. Like, it's genuinely just like. Obviously, I was a kid, so it was a different experience for me. Like, obviously, they had their own thing, all the older ones. Like, I wasn't going out drinking with them and stuff. Like, actually, tell a lie. We had a kickoff party. We had a party. So the day before the first day of filming, the team, like production team, rented out an Irish pub, the whole pub, and then we had like all the crew, cast, everyone, including me, Mumsy. Everyone just had a had a little party the day before we started filming. That was sick. That was very cool. But yeah, meeting Tom was probably the best part. Like the day I met him was sick. Like the first time. Shall I tell a story or is that long?
Meeting him? I mean,
Yeah. I'll say it quick. So it was the first day I was there. I was getting a tour around the set, just like showing where like hair and makeup was and stuff like that. And the person that was taking me on a tour got a call from Tom saying, "Oh, is Calum still there?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, yeah, keep him there. I want to meet him, say hi, and like chat about the stuff." Which was like, lovely.
Come on.
So like, I was sitting there waiting. He pulled up in this blacked out car, got out the back with like his guitar, and he was like, "Oh, Calum, you right?" Gave me a hug, and then went to my mum, and he was like, "Oh, you must be mum." My mum's a huge Harry Potter fan, by the way, massive Harry Potter fan. So she was like internally freaking out, but like played it cool. And then he took me over to this wall, which was like, you could step onto it, but the other side of it was like a 20-foot drop.
Lit.
So, and we was just standing on this wall chatting. He was asking me like what I do, spoke a little bit about him, a bit about like the film and stuff. I said that I also like singing and playing guitar. All of a sudden he was like, "Oh, sick." Walked me over, handed me his guitar, and she went, "Go on then, play something." So I was like, cool. I started playing these random chords, just anything. And he started singing a song that fit with the chords. My mum went somewhere, she came back, and suddenly I was playing his guitar and we was just singing. And she was like, "Oh, mad." So yeah, that was
Fair
cool.
enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, all sick people.
Yeah.
All very
I can
sick
imagine,
people.
to be fair. The whole experience, the whole, like, you know, parts of actually meeting them for the first time.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah. How is it, like, watching it? I remember this day as well. You watched it for the first time. I think you went somewhere in
Went
London.
went out to London to watch it.
You watched the whole thing for the first time, which is
Mia, and Jack. So like all the younger ones.
Yeah, which
We
is
went
mad
to,
go see what they actually put together and like how
Yeah.
they edit it together. And hello, dogs.
I'd already
Just
seen
everything.
like before that. I'd already seen a rough edit. So we filmed it, and about a year later, like a year and a half later, I got called back into London to do something called ADR, which is
That
additional
voicing,
dialogue
right?
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if like they missed certain lines or they want to add little bits in when I turn my head back, I can record over. So I got to see like the rough edit then. But yeah, going to the cinema and seeing the full thing was, it's crazy. It's very crazy. And yeah, it was just really sick. And then watching the whole film all together was nuts, very cool. And man, I was like third in the credits as well, which is cool.
Oh,
It literally went like, I was like third in the
Out
credits.
here, man.
that makes sense though.
So,
if you're
like,
like the main
the end
character,
credits.
Yeah.
It literally went. It was in order of appearance. That's how they did the credits, which was
Oh,
weird.
okay.
So it went like Daisy Ridley, Mia Quinney, Calum O'Rourke. That's how the credits went, like the beginning credits. So it was like, sick. Fair, I'll take that.
Mm.
Yeah. It was very, very cool. But seeing it and like seeing all them again, that was back when my hair was like platinum blonde as well. It was very funny because I had to dye my hair. But yeah,
Weird.
that was really cool. That was 2019. The film came out. 2019.